Hiya, Dave here from RC Pilots with the showdown between the classic XK A800 and the newer Omphobby T720. Two quite similar planes and yet quite different, both intended I think for the beginner market. Relatively small in size, 800 odd millimeters against 720, although there's not much difference in size. So I've had this quite some time. This in fact is the third 800 that I've purchased. That's how much fun I found this plane to be, this glider plane to be. I only have this a couple of months, the T720, and it is very, very impressive and very capable. So I just tried to make a note of a couple of details that might help if someone's trying to decide which plane they should consider purchasing, if it's your first plane or maybe even your second plane. So basically this one's been on the market for a while, the 800, retails around $80 odd, and it's called Ready to Fly RTF. So you get your controller with it, a battery, you pop some AA's into that. Similarly with the Omphobby T720, that's a little bit dearer. That's selling for around $99, around €99. Again, ready to fly with your gear. So what do they like to fly? Well, this is a pure joy. This, I really, really love flying. It's very, very gentle. If you're looking to go out and fly and just relax, this is the plane for you. It's a nice slow flyer. Motors mounted in the front, foldable prop. Very, very gentle flyer, lovely and graceful to have in the air. So it's very, very relaxing to fly. Principally because it's got a gyro built in that assists the flight pattern, making it nice and gentle. It evens out the bumps from gusts and stuff to an extent, so it's stabilized, and that makes it easier to fly. This is stabilized also, so they're quite similar that way. Big difference, you have a motor in the front here, T720's motor's in the back. And that's very, very significant a difference. I suppose from a beginner's point of view, it's inevitable that we're going to crash our planes. Everybody does it loads, I've done it a lot. Now when your plane crashes and your motor's in the front, this is the first thing to get damaged. So that's why it's a huge advantage having your prop back there. Your motor is a lot more protected. So prices are quite similar. They're similar to fly. The one bit of a regret I have with both of these is the controls are a little bit sensitive. It's not like a regular, completely, fully programmable radio unit. So any small turn here tends to result in an immediate turn here. You can dial in a thing called Expo with better radio units, and that makes for your flying to be a bit more gentle. These cheaper units don't have it, but it's not a big deal. One of the other features of the 800 is you have what's called high and low rates. So when you turn on the low rates, it's just a small amount of rudder turn or elevator or ailerons, making it easier to learn to control your plane. When you want slightly more aggressive maneuvers, where you want to bank sharper, turn sharper, rise faster, you can set it to high rates. And then on top of that, you have another setting where you can just go from regular stabilized control flight to a type of acrobatic mode, which when you engage it, you can do loops and rolls, and that's a lot of fun when you're ready for it. So that all comes in this. And similarly, very similar in fact, the T720 does the same thing, slightly differently. There isn't a high and a low rate, but there is a mode here between normal and sport. So normal mode, things are a lot more stabilized, dumbed down if you will. It's a lot more stabilized and smoother. When you go to sport, you have full control over all axes when you're diving, rising, rolling, and you also have a more powerful motor to push through. I think when you compare these two, this being a gentle flyer, this is more robust. As you can see, it's taken plenty of bashes. There's videos there where I've flown it into the ground, and it has survived very, very well. So this is more capable. It can handle the winds better, and it can handle smacks and bangs better. It is not bulletproof. I've seen videos suggesting that you can just keep smashing these into the wall forevermore. You can't. Ultimately, because this has taken so many smacks, I've had to help support the securing structure by just putting Velcro strips there to help keep the wings in. That's inevitable if you keep banging something, but it is stronger and it's more robust than this. I've had one repair there where the wing broke. Also just putting some packing tape there helps secure the wings, minimizing some damage. So where are we at with comparisons? This I think is a superior glider. It will float better. This is a superior all-rounder. I suppose one of the biggest differences between these is just how sturdy and robust this plane is. It has taken so many knocks and bangs, like I've said. It's definitely more sturdy than this. And at the end of the day, in summarizing which is better, I don't know if you can say which is better. If you're more of a gentle flyer, somebody who's more cautious, won't take unnecessary chances, won't try to fly in winds that are too gusty, this is just a fantastic plane to fly. It's graceful, it looks good, it flies beautifully, it glides beautifully. It's a really, really nice plane. If, on the other hand, you're a bit less cautious, and I am a little bit less cautious, I'm more inclined to take a chance and fly this plane in gusty conditions and breezy conditions just to get out and to fly, and this can handle it. This is a lot more capable. It's got a brushless motor, so I believe that's more powerful than the motor that's in the A800. The props at the back, so when you take smacks and bangs, there's very little damage gets done. Everything inside is protected. Just pop your battery in there. So this is more rugged. So I think it's a case that if you just want a plane to get out there, slam around the place, feel fairly comfortable that it'll take the odd knock and bang, this is the job. If you're looking for a graceful, slow, gentle glider, this is the job. So in summary, I hope you found this information useful and that it will help you make a decision. I think both planes are very, very good fun. They're very easy to fly and they will grow with you as your skills grow. So both are good purchases, and all I can say is happy flying.